So today we're in the wife's car. This is a 2012 535 F10. Super awesome car. I love this thing. It's been really good to us. It's not perfect. We keep it clean. Things have been going really well up until recently when this started. Welcome back to the garage, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to get to the bottom of that noise and see what we've got to do to stop it. Before we jump into it, let me give you just a little bit of history on the car and describe when this noise is happening. So this car has about 100,000 miles on it. It's recently, within the last year, had valve cover gasket and oil filter housing gaskets. So there's no known leaks, no check engine lights, and no drivability issues. The noise only seems to occur at operating temperature with auto start-stop engaged. If you turn that off, the noise doesn't seem to be present. While the root cause of this issue may be up for debate, what's making the noise is not. It's your crankshaft seal. Now, this seal is what keeps the oil in the engine. It has a little rubber lip that is actually held to the crankshaft under pressure by this spring. Now, the noise we are hearing is that vacuum in the engine sucking air past that rubber lip. So now that we know where the noise is coming from, how do we fix it? So far, I've actually found 3 different methods of repair. The first solution is to do what we're going to do today, and we're going to call this the budget solution. Second, you have the option of changing the valve cover, which is not cheap. And then lastly, and hopefully not the case, you got to pull the transmission and put a new rear main seal in the car. The real challenge here is solution 1 and solution 2 aren't 100% guaranteed, and solution 1's a whole lot cheaper, so we're going to start with that first. So let's dig into solution 1. It is right here underneath your engine cover. Set that aside, and that is it right there. That is your positive crankcase ventilation valve. Now, theory has it that there is a rupture in a diaphragm, and that is causing excessive crankcase vacuum and the noise. So today what we're going to do is apply an aftermarket solution and replace just that crankcase ventilation valve. I mean, for the time and money, you really can't go wrong with this thing. It's less than $20 and it's really not hard to get to. So we're going to go for it. So now it's time we talk about the Achilles heel of this solution. And that is, this part doesn't bolt on. It doesn't screw on. This is actually fused to this valve cover. So the only way to remove it's rather forceful. Now, one thing to remember, cutting it is not a solution. You can't just cut this off because then you're changing throws of springs and valves don't work the same. That's just not going to work. Now, I have seen a solution where this is cut and pieces are broken off until you can take a heat gun and remove the outer ring. Today, I'm going to get a little crazy and see if I can't heat this up enough to remove the whole valve assembly so we can actually see the tear in the diaphragm and whether or not it's there. So the plan is to take this heat gun, heat that puppy to the point where it's ready to let go, and then I'm going to grab it with these channel locks and we're going to just twist it right off there. Or at least that's the plan. Let's see what happens. It wasn't graceful and it wasn't pretty, but we got it off there. Kind of chewed up the old cap a little bit, but that doesn't matter. What I was after was getting this diaphragm out, and I wanted to see if I could see the hole. And if you look at the back side here, there is a cut in it right there. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that. You can actually see daylight through it. Let's see. Yeah. You see the daylight. And there's just a little bit of dirt where it's been oil and stuff blowing through it. So that, allegedly, is the cause of our squealy sound. Or at least that's causing the rear main to make the squealy sound. So what I've decided to use is some Worth Fix-All. It's a German car, why not use some German 2-part epoxy? What I've done is, instead of putting it in the new valve, I actually put it on the tower, and then we've pushed this down onto that. And then just for a little added security, we've added a bit of silicone around this ring right here, just to make sure we got a good solid seal. So this thing is bottomed out against there, and I don't see any reason this shouldn't work if it's going to fix it. So with the BMW all back together, we just took it for the first test drive, and guys, I can tell you right now, it didn't fix anything. Noise is still there, didn't change it in the slightest. So maybe it's not everybody's case, but in this case, it was a waste of time and money. So at least now I know what I got to do. I got to get online and find ourselves a valve cover, and then we'll get that installed and see if that doesn't fix the problem. But in the meantime, I did discover one neat thing while I was doing this job. There's an app called Beamer Code. If you guys haven't seen it, you got to check this stuff out. My issue was only present when auto start stop was engaged, so this Beamer Code app actually lets me change the coding of the car so that the auto start stop defaults to the off position, which pretty much eliminates my noise for now. We're still going to address this noise and get it fixed, but for now, at least the wife's not complaining about this. So if you get a chance, guys, get online, check it out. Less than $100 for the OBD2 adapter plus the app. It does all kinds of cool other features too. Check out the trunk, opens and closes with the remote, as well as the windows will go back up. So those aren't options available to the US customers. So it's definitely worth the $100. But that's about all the damage I can do for this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.